Alun a defeat, but very frustrating. You could argue we should have come away with 3 points from that one.
It's the least we should have come away with. Well, it's just, I've spoken to the lads there, they give away everything, you could see it. Much improved performance. We played some fantastic passages of play, getting in the right areas, creating good chances and not putting them away. You're not putting your chances away, you're not getting in the end of crosses. I don't know how many crosses that went in where we never had enough people in the box, and that's coming from corners where they're bouncing in the 6-yard box, from wide areas from George and Ben. We created some great patterns of play, but we're not it's both boxes again, and you're not, it's that desire to get on the end of something and be that person. It's just not happening, and I think Cass got on the end of one there and it hits a keeper he never knew nothing about, and unfortunately that's what's gone against it at this moment in time. But you can't, if you're not going to score the goals and win the game, you've got to keep the back door shut, which we look really comfortable with. And then Jake lets his man go. How many times we've switched off from corners is infuriating. There's no excuse from it. You just switch off. You can hear us at the side telling us to stay a touch tight, and then we could see it from a mile off. It's not as if it's a sharp run. It's a big run, and we should have stayed with him. And it was so basic, it's untrue. And we're not getting the rub of the green. And the goal against for last week, exactly the same happens for us today. Ty runs through, gets given offside. So it's a weird is at the minute. I'm massively disappointed still. The lads are absolutely gutted. Fans will be gutted, rightly so, but the lads worked the socks off and they deserve to win that game.
Yeah, it was a much better performance than any of the previous three, wasn't it?
I think so. Like, I'm quite honest, and I tell you when they play crap and I tell you when they play well, and I thought today we dominated possession. Once we figured out what they were trying to do, we nullified their threat. I can't remember, I think Tommy had one save to make, and their keepers pulling off saves, but we're not doing enough. For me, we're not doing enough in that final third to shoot. I think we're looking for the little pass rather. Like Kev's had a great chance to shoot, Jack's had a couple of opportunities to shoot, and it's just they're so hesitant at this moment in time rather than just pulling the trigger, and it's so frustrating, and I'm as frustrated as anyone because there's no way we should have come away with nothing there.
Yeah. When you look at the video work that you did on Tuesday with the lads, in many ways it's benefited the play, hasn't it, really? They weren't on top of each other, they were helping each other out. You know, it was much better in that, from that point of view than previous week.
Everything we worked on, they're done. So I kind of criticise them on that way. Everything we worked on the patterns of play, where we wanted them, it's just that final bit. They're not, for some reason, you've got two up top, so you're sacrificing your midfield and dominating possession. So I was expecting a high-scoring game today because of the way we were set up, but we're just not doing enough to get on the end of things, and it's so frustrating because you could see some of the play there was really well, and we do need another striker. So, and I am still looking, but that's not going to fix it. You can't just rely on one man. There's got to be others getting on the end of things. There's not just one striker going to get on the end of everything like we're doing with Luke Charman. There's other goal scorers in that team, and they can do it, and they've just got to have more belief in themselves.
Yeah, a little bit of overplaying again, wasn't it, today? You hinted at it there, and it's something that's happened in previous weeks. Down to confidence, perhaps?
Confidence, massive thing. We know that. And they say 18-20 yards out, you'd have a shot, and our lads are trying to thread really cute, lovely balls through the middle of people rather than just getting your shot. I think you've seen the first half, Will got his shot off and no one followed that in. There's a tap in for someone, and that's the things that they're not doing at this moment in time, and we should have been up 2-3 quite comfortably in that game, and we weren't, and it's costing them. So
it's more work to be done in training this week, lifting the lads' morale and confidence, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got to lift them because the performance wasn't bad at all. There's not much they can do other than put the ball in the net, and that's the hardest part. That's what you get paid the extra money for, and I just said to the lads, they've got to keep going because some of the play was really, really good. Yes, they're down, everyone's down because things aren't going forward at this moment in time, but football turns so quickly, and I said once they get that goal, we'll be off and running, but at this moment in time it's up to me to try and pick them up again.